Here are some instructions for your hexagonal thinking assessment about the Trail of Tears and how this all relates back to Andrew Jackson and the Industrial Revolution. So, with the hexagonal thinking, we already have a few moved together here. So whenever you see the hexagons touching, that means I can give an explanation of how they relate. So I know the Industrial Revolution and textile mills connect. I can explain that connection. The textile mills were also connected to cotton. And so the Industrial Revolution was connected to cotton because it relied on cotton. I have to be able to make that connection. If I can't make that connection, then I'm going to move. If you can't make that connection, you might want to move Industrial Revolution over here. And if you need to, you can move these instructions out of the way. So, if Industrial Revolution's over here, I can make a connection. If not, if I can't make that connection, then I better just move it over here. So, next, maybe I'll want to put in plantation owners. Let's see, plantation owners. Well, let's see, they were part of the Industrial Revolution. They started being more important there, but plantation owners and textile mills, I have a hard time making that connection. So I don't want to put that there. I can connect them to cotton. Can I connect them to slavery? Yeah, I can. So I'm going to put this right here where it touches both cotton and slavery. As you go through and you add the rest of the notes, you need to make sure that you can connect, that you can explain the connection between every place where the hexagons touch, or in this case, they're almost touching. That's good enough. Once you've connected everything, then you're going to write out sentences that explain all of these connections. So I'm going to give you a sentence start down here that might help you out. So during the Industrial Revolution, blank were very important. That's probably going to be textile mills. That's the way I have it connected there. Because, and then explain what that connection is. I need to explain more. This led to increased demand. So the textile mills led to increased demand for, that must be cotton. And then I need to explain why. Demand. As a result, blank, also wanted more blank. Okay. Now, make sure you're explaining more there. Don't just fill in blanks with words and hope that it's good. You need to probably add another sentence here explaining what the connection is there. Like, why did plantation owners, something more about this, what did they get out of it? Or something. Explain more about the connection. And then we're going to get to some of the things that are up here still. So I gave you some very open-ended sentence starters here. You do not have to use these, but you are welcome to use them if you want. So I'm going to actually make this a little bit bigger here as I end this video so you can see it a little bit better on your screen if you want. Remember that you are going to need to show that you can meet the target. Okay, so we're investigating the impact. How did it affect Native Americans? So how did the U.S. territorial expansion and government policy affect Native Americans? So you're looking at how did all of this affect Native Americans? So you're going to end, hopefully, with the effects on Native Americans. Feel free to add more information that is not on the hexagons. You can use some of your vocabulary words like assimilation or like resent. Make sure you think, did you show the impact? How did it affect Native Americans? Good luck.